Hello and welcome to the Pointless Distractions podcast. I'm your host, Kyle Draper. With me,
Graham Bergeron.
Scott Westerman.
all right, boys, kind of a big episode, even though we don't really have anything exciting planned tonight. But do you know what episode this is?
Episode 20.
Yeah, not 20.5, because technically this would be, what, 22?
Right.
23, I think.
23? Jesus. But we've got a lot farther than most people would think, because I was just telling you guys about stats I saw the other day. So, do you guys know that 90% of podcasts don't last beyond 3 episodes?
Not surprised.
That.
But 3 episodes? Jesus.
They're not
That
dedicated.
is kind of sad.
Not dedicated. And most of it was not having success like early on, like you're ever gonna get big just out the gate like that.
Right.
And then actually getting the people to commit. I mean, we've had no problem like doing this for this many episodes. I think we've missed maybe like one that we caught up on.
I mean, yeah, if you're just doing it to like get big and make money.
Yeah, well,
we would have quit pretty quickly.
If we're in for money right now, like it's that. But it has been fun. I hope you guys agree with me.
Yeah, I have a good time.
Fucking Scott.
It's pretty much the only time I drink anymore, so.
Oh, we should record more then. But the more interesting stat that I saw, I guess we are in the 1% of all podcasts on the planet right now.
We're 1%ers?
Yeah, 1%ers.
Sweet.
Because we've actually made it to episode 20, which is 1% of however millions of podcasts have been started. We're the cream of the crop.
Oh, God. That's a sad state of affairs.
Yeah.
So we're up there.
Quantity over quality. Come on.
Yeah, I know. Well, fine, Scott. You can just quit. You'd be begging to come back. Just put Pat in there. But
I mean, he does bring in the views.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, I still don't believe those YouTube numbers. But anyway, Scott, you were at a concert this weekend with our new Pointless Distractions family member, Nick. You want to tell us about that?
We need to come up with a name for that, like the guest of the show. Yeah, we went to Pittsburgh over the weekend and saw Jerry Cantrell, which is pretty cool. Of course, Nick says that Jerry Cantrell is probably his favorite performer / musician creator of all time because he's a huge Alice in Chains fan. So, he was just very happy that he got a couple of his friends to go along with him. So we had a blast. Opening band was this band named Sparta. I hope there's no fans out there because they were like one of the most generic bands I've ever seen, I think. But, they were good enough as an opening band, I guess.
Sparta.
Completely forgettable for me, but, I'm old, so what do you know? And then Jerry came on. He's put out a few solo albums, so of course Nick was all into it. I only knew I heard like one of the songs I recognized from hearing it from Nick, but he did play some Alice in Chains too, so of course I knew those, which was good. But yeah, it was fun. Hit a couple breweries while we were over there.
Did Nick know every single song that he did?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Jesus, even for solo work, God.
Oh yeah, like I said, that's his favorite guy. I mean, solo or in Alice in Chains and all his side projects he's done with other people. He's all into it.
How many? I mean, you don't have to look this up, but how many albums does he have, like solo?
I really don't know. I think like 4 or 5.
Okay, that's manageable because my favorite guitarist, we mentioned this last episode, but Steve Hackett from Genesis. If you were to follow his solo work, I think he has 30 something. So like literally every year since mid 70s, he's put out one.
Wow,
it's incredible.
That's nuts.
And it's all quality. It's not stuff you would listen to repeatedly. Well, I'm sure there's plenty of people that would.
Yeah.
But just like that sheer amount of output.
Wow.
Like he probably doesn't even know 2/3 of the songs.
Right. He's like, did I make this album? I don't know.
So what breweries
put in front of me and told me to make this. Okay.
What breweries did you hit in Pittsburgh? Is that like a big beer scene there?
Supposedly, I don't know. We only hit a couple. One was Abjuration Brewing, which was pretty much all sours. So we kind of were like, oh, boy, I don't know about this. But I had a key lime one that was fantastic. It was really, really good.
How do you do a brewery that's just sours? Damn.
They had a couple others, but it was like, out of like a dozen beers they had, like I think 8 of them were sours. I was like, wow. What was the name of the other place? Dang it. There were 2 locations. I can't remember what the first one was called. I'm stupid. It was good. Little kind of hole in the wall, but it had this great like wraparound patio. It was like an old, I couldn't tell if it was an old store, old house, or what it was, but it was in this kind of older neighborhood and everything, and it was like an really old building, nice big wraparound porch, cobblestones and everything. It was cool.
Isn't
I don't know.
Pittsburgh like surrounded by like three rivers or something? And it's
Yeah,
like that
yeah,
huge building in the middle. And
yeah. There's like three rivers that come together. We learned this before too. The Monongahela is one of them, but I can't remember the other two.
that's why, because it's in George Romero's Land of the Dead, and that's how they can defend the city, is that it's just surrounded
Oh
by
yeah.
rivers, and the zombies can't cross water until like one decides to cross water, and the rest
Oh, we
follow
can
them.
do that after all.
Yeah. So
Yeah, it's a pretty neat city, but I would not want to live there. Driving there is freaking ridiculous.
yeah, I just want to go once. It's like I want to go to the Monroeville Mall, the Dawn of the Dead Mall, and just a lot of George Romero zombie history there. They filmed the OG Night of the Living Dead near there, and most people wouldn't care about that stuff, but I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
So how was Nick after last week's episode? He kind of just disappeared.
Yeah.
Does he remember ever being on the show?
Yes, he does remember being on the show. It's not his first rodeo. Come on. I guess we just bored him after a while, and his wife was texting him saying that everybody was leaving because he wasn't in there and all this stuff. So he was like, okay, fine. So he just kind of hung up and disappeared.
He was the one talking the most. How
Yeah, I know. That's what I couldn't
bored,
believe. It's like, okay, so I don't know what is. I'm getting conflicting stories from people, so I don't know. But I guess he just went out to the fire pit, and everybody's like, son of a bitch, everybody's still here. My wife told me everybody's leaving, and I had to get out here. So I don't know. He was feeling a little contrite though, and he was like, okay, well, if you guys will let me come back on, I'll come on again sometime. So he does want to come back. I told him we need to set up a some kind of music show between him and Pat, and we'll just sit back and let those two go at it.
Pat's ready. I was like, I don't know. This guy like has dates, but Pat has just the stupidest shit. Like, I'm more like the obscure. Like, did you know that the drummer like died doing this and blah blah? But Pat will know every song, like every album. And I feel like Nick will be like, oh, you know when this came out? No, June 3rd, 1972. Like,
right.
So who knows? But I wouldn't put myself in that competition. No way.
Oh, I wouldn't either. There's no way.
I would do movies with them.
Times.
Movies are fair game, but
my brain doesn't work anymore, so trivia is not my strong suit. Plus, I second guess everything that comes into my mind when somebody asks me a question. Like, I think I have the answer, and then I'm like, nope. I'll start second guessing it. Next thing you know, I get the wrong answer when I should have had the first answer, but whatever.
Well, next month we're gonna get some few episodes with some horror movie trivia and
oh yeah, Halloween
up. It'll be like me and Graham versus you and Pat, and we'll iron out the details. But Graham, didn't you have the idea where like if it's you and I, you try to answer first for double the amount of points?
Yeah, my idea was so if we were gonna do teams like that it would essentially be like for every question, me and Scott would have the first opportunity to answer, and if we answered correctly, it would be worth 2 points. But then if we answered incorrectly, you and Pat could try to answer, but you would only get 1 point.
That could be fun. And then we'll like Graham or you, we'll flip for it, or who plays with who. Obviously, it's not gonna be me and Pat versus you. That'd be real fun. But there are plenty of easy ones in there that even Graham's gonna get like occasionally, or you. But we gotta figure out. Someone's gotta like host that, or do you think Cam would do the questions? I mean, I'd have to physically give you the game, but
probably.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Trivia Pursuit. The questions are on the back, so it really doesn't matter, right?
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna cheat on this freaking podcast. So.
Wait,
hopefully
you were gonna be on my team, right?
Sure. Unless
yeah, you can
Scott
you can just keep the game in your house. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure Scott would do way better than he thinks he would.
I don't know. You'd be surprised. Well, you wouldn't be surprised by how few movies I've actually seen at this point.
Well, I know we've pretty much covered that in 2 movie parts. We'll do that game again in a couple months. I feel like we can't do that for quite a while. But Pat still wants to do the camping thing, Graham, if you're down with, so we can do it closer to Halloween, but before it's too cold.
Yeah, I mean, you just give me a time and I'll try to make it work.
And contact Gula. But so Nick's down to come back and.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Right. Did he listen to the episode? I wonder if he was like.
I'm not sure if he did or not, honestly.
Yeah, I think there was one episode we did where towards the end I was like pretty drunk, but I don't think on that level. But you know, God bless him either way. All right, Graham, what were you? You texted us earlier about something about YouTube, and they were like, "No, wait for the show." And
yeah,
I had
so
no
I
idea
don't
what
know
you're talking about.
if either of you have heard about what's been going on, but YouTube has been doing some weird stuff lately with like age verification and like restricted videos and things like that. They've been noticing since about maybe August there's been some issues. So basically, do either of you know about what's been going on in the UK with like age verification online and stuff?
No.
So
Is this like big news? I'm not even making fun of you. I just haven't heard anything.
it's pretty big, yeah. Like basically for everything online, the UK is trying to install age verification on like everything online. So if you want to access anything, you'd need to like verify your identity and verify your age. And a lot of people are saying that this is just like a thinly veiled attempt at the government just trying to collect as much data on people as they can, and they're using like
Not my
children.
data.
God. Call back.
And they're just using like child safety as an excuse. So basically, because of this, everything now is requiring some form of age verification, and YouTube's no different. And they added like an AI to their algorithm that basically went through everyone's account and based on your view history would determine whether or not they thought you were a child. And if they thought you were a child, they sent you like a notification about it, and then they would put your account on what's called restricted mode. And a lot of people are probably on restricted mode and they don't even notice it. And if you're on restricted mode, it literally blocks all restricted content of any form. And so a lot of YouTube channels are losing, like, some people are losing like a third of their views.
Oh, wow.
Because people just don't see their videos anymore. I went to our channel and I turned on restricted mode and every single one of our videos disappeared.
Oh,
like
Jesus.
if you are on restricted mode and you go to our channel, there are 0 videos.
So we're not for the kiddies?
Well, I mean, I put when I publish the videos, I put that it's not for children.
Yeah.
Well,
that's
and I don't know how
first giveaway.
How they did it before with restricted videos, but I don't think that they were like actively hiding them. I think that there was just like you could click on the video and it would say you can't, like, this video has been age restricted, so you can't access it. But they wouldn't.
Yeah.
They never hid the videos before, and now they're just hiding videos, and it is like seriously affecting people. Like, I don't really think that we're being affected at all.
Yeah. Wait, we're not going to be paid? Oh, wait, we weren't. Imagine there's some like 10-year-old that this was like his favorite show in like his fucking life.
No.
But it's
Rasher
just
suicides in the New Hampshire area. I can't listen to Graham anymore.
He's from Lithuania.
it's just interesting, and YouTube doesn't seem to be talking to anyone about it. And like if they flag your videos, like bots manually go through and check every video to see if it's appropriate or not. And if a bot flags you as inappropriate, it will just hide your video. And they say that you can like request an appeal and like a manual check of your video, but there have been people that have like had restricted videos and they asked for a manual appeal of like an hour-long video, and they got a response 3 minutes later saying that like, oh, we conducted the manual appeal and it's been denied.
Right.
But the AI is working against us because they didn't like your review of War of the Worlds.
Yep.
Fuck these guys.
The
Take them
AI should,
offline.
the AI should love the review of War of the Worlds, because when the aliens come to eat people's data, who are the first ones to go? The AI, because they're made of data.
That's true.
So they should be the most afraid.
Do you think you'll ever watch that movie again?
I've thought about watching it again.
Jesus.
The thoughts crossed my mind, but then I realized that I have like a million other movies.
Unless
that
I can get like some people together that haven't seen it and can really convince them, and they're like drinking.
Yeah,
I've told people they can check it out, but
I think if I ever hosted like a bad movie night, that would be up there. Like, I would love to have a bad movie night of like Blood Harvest. I'd love to have a bad movie night of War of the Worlds. You know, just get some people over, have some drinks, and
Could we just do a live show of that and still have people over?
I thought you said bad movies.
Well, I mean,
Blood Harvest is delightful.
All right, well, let me drop the veil for a second. Like, I love them both, but
I love the movie he's supposed to be punished with. He's like infatuated with. Like, this is great.
It's the best movie ever.
I mean, again, like, it's rare to find a good bad movie like that. I mean, if we ever got enough people that would watch a live show of that, I would love to do that.
Yeah, I remember doing like The Room back in the day, but that's been done so many times over.
I've still never seen that. I don't really want to.
should see it like once, but if you've seen the clips, then there's really no point.
Yeah, that's the
I'm not
thing.
gonna
I've seen
say
a
I
few
was on the
clips and I'm
ground
like,
floor and saw it when it was brand new, but it was like well before they did the movie with Franco.
Yeah, I mean, there's something about seeing a movie like that for the first time, and I feel like seeing all the clips and stuff kind of takes away from that a little bit.
yeah, spoilers.
I feel like in Graham's like the Bergeron family history, Blood Harvest is gonna go down as a movie his kids someday see and their kids watch. Like I remember I was 12 years old and Dad showed me Blood Harvest.
You're gonna
That-
be like 80 years old, retired, and you're gonna visit like a small town in Maine and see a blood harvest museum and walk in, and it's just gonna be my kids running it.
Oh, that's what they did with their generational wealth.
I've got a Tiny Tim clown costume.
Only cost me $5 million, but it was worth it.
Screen used.
Yeah, I think the version you watched though definitely didn't have as much TNA as the one I did. So you might want to wait for your children on that one.
It's
Yeah, it's gonna be a bit before I show them any.
But if you took that part out, that movie's pretty tame.
I mean, the basic.
Either way,
premise,
it's gonna freak them out.
The
Tiny
basic
Tim is a
premise of the
clown.
movie is that the girl's parents have been kidnapped and murdered.
right.
Be fine. I saw worse shit at Spencer's age. Not saying that's normal.
It's not normal.
I don't know. I had fun. I loved it. How old is he now?
He'll be 5 next month.
Yeah, so shit. I would have been slightly younger when I saw Reanimator. Jesus Christ.
Wait, how old are you when you saw Reanimator?
So I was born in '83. Like, what year did that come out? I must have maybe seen it in '87 then? Wait.
Wow.
But 100% I saw it in, around that time.
I mean,
Dang.
I can't
And I-
imagine that you understood
Yeah. I'm
Oh,
sure
no,
you
of
didn't
course
ever
not.
have
No,
a
happening
budget
in
of
that
for
course
movie
it.
at
not,
4
but-
years old.
No, but I watched it probably for the second time ever, like 5 years ago, and I still remember because my dad always talked about it, but I 100% remembered this doctor guy carrying his head around. He had no head, but he was carrying it in a pan. And I remember there was like a full naked woman. That was like the first time I've ever seen that. That was in it, and but outside of that, any of the story, I probably remembered a minute and a half of it, but it was just ingrained in my head.
Decapitation and boobs.
Plus, that's just that's a Lovecraft story, so
Mhm.
it's classy.
It's classy.
No Cthulhu in it.
No.
But yeah, no, I didn't understand the plot or remember anything other than some of the ending scenes.
Like, I don't think he'd even want to watch something like that. You'd get bored.
We got to figure it was like Pat, and then obviously he was quite older, and then my dad be like, "All right, your mom's on here. Like, oh, Kyle, I'll let you watch this." And of course, I was just like messed up. I used to see all that stuff, and I was like, "All right."
I love this.
Dude, Pat used to have a Freddy Krueger poster, and like we shared a room, and I was like freaked out by it. Probably around the same age, 4 years old. And my mom made him put it in the closet. And I vividly remember us going to the beach one time, and it was like, go get your whatever the sandcastle molds. I knew they were in the closet, and I'm like, I'm go in there because that's where the freaking poster was. Even though I would have watched a Freddy movie, but it's like I don't want him in my bedroom.
Yeah, that's not something you want to see when you're trying to go to sleep at night.
Yeah, he's cool for like a couple hours on the TV. On our like 12-inch TV we probably had at that time.
1, 2, Freddy's watching over you.
But I'm not a fan of that series. Graham, what was the first horror movie you saw? Didn't you say you like your parents were asleep and you saw it? Like the old miniseries one?
That's probably the earliest one that I remember seeing.
I mean, that movie's scary, but I mean, that was, I would say, pretty tame because it was obviously a television miniseries. But I mean, depending on how old you are, that was probably pretty scary. There's no way you watched the whole thing, though. Isn't that like 4 or 5 hours?
No, it's definitely only bits of like the first half.
Oh, so you got teased and never even got to see how it finished?
I mean, watching it back now, I wouldn't exactly call it a tease. Like,
still better than the remake.
Does anyone like how that movie ends?
What the It miniseries?
Yeah, with the giant spider.
Spider.
Oh, I think you're talking about like specifically how it ends with the dude's wife coming out of the coma while they're riding the bike. That's how the book is. It's like a space spider, but like it's what your mind will allow you to see. Like you can't. It's kind of like Cthulhu. Like you can't handle it, so it shows a form that you can handle. But it's still terrifying.
Maybe their minds should have had a slightly higher budget.
Well, it was TV in 1990.
Right. Not exactly known for having large budgets for special effects.
I don't know. OG Salem's Lot was dope, and that's from like 1979.
Yeah,
I was just gonna say, I think that was probably the first, what you would count as my first horror movie, was probably Salem's Lot. It's funny you mentioned that. Like, yeah,
I just remember the first time I saw the ending, and like, how do you go from Tim Curry to like a rubber spider? And it's supposed to be the manifestation of their deepest fears. And it's like, did you just watch the last 3.5 hours? Like, that clown was terrifying.
And he's also from space.
but he's not a killer clown from outer space.
I've never seen that
Well, I
movie.
guess he technically. Oh man.
No, I remember when I was a kid because it takes place in Derry. I thought that was Derry, New Hampshire, but not close enough. Derry, Maine. I was like, Scott's not even gonna know what Derry, New Hampshire is. It's just a couple towns over.
Oh really? Q.
Wait, was it chapter 2 bad? I never.
The
The new
obviously
one?
the new one.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was all right. I just don't get how like there's so much just merchandise based on that. Everyone's it's just like blown up, and the show is about to come out. The HBO the Welcome to Derry, like the prequel series. Like, well, why do you need that?
Because everyone needs everything explained to them.
Yep.
Nuance is dead.
So you only saw part one of it.
Yeah.
I've only seen part 1 of it too.
Well, it really left an impression. You guys didn't go see two.
I mean, I didn't care.
Again,
enough.
we're not horror movie guys.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that was
And
the
if
thing.
you
It's
went
like
as
it came
far
out,
as
it's like
to
I'll see
watch
that
one,
eventually.
you think you might.
I'll see that
watch two.
eventually, and then I never do. Sorry, what?
Oh yeah, I didn't care. It came out and I heard that it was like bad.
I don't know. James McAvoy was in it. He was good in that, but outside of very forgettable.
I mean, the cast looked great.
Do either of you even have a favorite Stephen King story or movie? I'm just going to assume you're going to say Shawshank Redemption.
I mean, I have not read. I don't know if I've read any Stephen King books.
I think the only one I've read is Needful Things, and it's because I had to read it for a college class.
Needful Things was a college course?
Yeah, it was.
That's
like
a big book.
Horror and sci-fi fiction.
Why that one? Jesus.
I don't know. Somebody recommended it to the teacher, I guess. It's like, here, read this.
They should have had you read it. I mean, that thing's like huge, but.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or The
Never
Stand.
got into it.
I don't know.
Never read The Stand. Haven't read any of the Gunslinger stuff or whatever.
Yeah, that's
Or
the
that
one
Dark Tower.
series. Yeah, that's the one series I haven't really ever gotten into is Dark Tower.
My mom had, she had Cujo and Christine, I think, but I never read them. I saw the movies. Christine was some good 80s cheese. I liked it.
I was watching a couple of years ago. I was watching Cujo, and I was telling Jen, I was like, "Yeah, like this is another one of my childhood movies." She's like,
Mhm.
"No wonder why you're not a big dog fan." I'm
Right?
like, I'm not afraid of dogs though, but like,
Just St. Bernards with rabies.
yeah, I don't even recall ever seeing a Saint Bernard in real life.
Oh, really? Oh, you're deprived.
Yeah.
They're good doggies.
Yeah, Stephen King didn't even remember writing Cujo to this day. He was so fucked up.
Really?
Yeah,
I don't know. Put
drunk and high.
a dog in it or something. I don't know. Trap him in a car. Kill a dog. Yeah, that's it.
Imagine
Yeah.
you're so drunk and coked up, but you still put a banger out like that, and everyone reads it and they make a movie. You're like, ah.
It's like, I don't remember writing this. Thanks for the millions of dollars, though.
And he looked back at it. He's like, it's a good book.
I should get high and drunk more often.
The Tommy Knockers, which only had a shitty TV miniseries, that's definitely one of the weaker ones. And he was just out of his mind on coke. That's like right before he cleaned up, and that one shows why it's not that good.
I mean, looking at this list, there aren't a ton of Stephen King adaptations that I have seen.
What about Misery?
I've seen Misery. It was. I mean, I don't love it, but it's a fine movie.
Oh, I love Creep Show. I forgot that. I forgot he had.
I mean, Stand By Me was my mom's favorite movie, but I think I only watched it once. And then really the only other one that I think I've seen is Dreamcatcher, which I do enjoy that
shit movie.
I do enjoy it.
Man, he's got a lot.
Well, when he wrote Dreamcatcher, that was after he was hit by that van, so he was in incredible pain and like in the hospital, hooked on OxyContin. So that you get Dreamcatcher out of that one.
I mean, I buy that.
I haven't read the book though. That's where those slug things like come out of your ass, right? Those aliens.
Yeah.
And you like that one? You're like, yeah, Misery's okay. Dreamcatcher.
Well,
It was a slugs in the ass thing.
it is in the title, but Misery's kind of a miserable movie. Like, I'm not saying it's not a good movie, but it's not something like I would
being
never be
held
like,
against your will and paralyzed. Yeah.
Let's put on and watch Misery. Like that sounds like a downer of an afternoon, but if I saw Dreamcatcher on TV at 3 in the afternoon, I'd probably keep it on.
Oh, I forgot Running Man was him too. Wow. And Stand By Me. Okay, I'll go with Stand By Me. That's my favorite Stephen King movie.
So I mean, you are right that Shawshank would be my favorite Stephen King movie, but I'd put Dreamcatcher there at a close second.
Yeah, Shawshank is like the perfect story. Because that didn't even do that well in theaters, right? Everyone just saw it like after the fact and were like, "Wow, this is a great story."
Yeah, I don't think it did well in the theaters at all. Like, oh, it's one of those Oscar bait movies, whatever, blah blah blah.
And it was just a short story, and I
Mhm.
forget what book it was in. It was in with Stand by Me, and also you guys ever see Apt Pupil?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, that was in that one too.
I mean, it doesn't look like it did terribly. It did like 73 million.
Wow,
that'd be
did that much?
that'd be a good movie for Graham. Apt Pupil.
Dang, I didn't think
Have you ever
Shawshank
seen
made that much.
Graham? Have you ever seen that or heard of that one?
No.
So it's this kid that he's learning about the Holocaust in high school, and like he gets like weirdly obsessed with it even after the course is done, and he's like reading all the books about Nazis, and he's on the bus going home from school, like the city bus, and he sees this dude looks familiar, and he realizes it's this Nazi, this SS officer that never got caught, and it takes place in like the 70s or 80s, so he'd still be alive. But in the movie, it's played by Ian McKellen. So
Yeah.
like he goes through all this effort.
No, I've heard of that.
Yeah, he goes through all this effort to like fingerprint him, and then confronts him. He's like, "I'm gonna tell everyone unless you admit it." He's like, "All right, it's me." So he like buys him an SS costume, makes him wear it, and then the old Nazi starts slowly losing it and becoming a Nazi again, if you will, and tries to he starts killing cats and homeless people. It's like really fucked up.
Because that's just what Nazis do.
Yeah. I think that was the first thing I ever saw Ian McKellen in because I knew he was going to play Magneto.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Bryan Singer directed that too.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, I'll watch this.
It's a Bryan Singer movie.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
Starring
plenty of teenage boys in it.
Yeah, starring a small boy. I'd
dress him up in a Nazi uniform. Pretty hot.
Probably skip that one then.
It's going to be the next Punishment movie, Apt Pupil. It's not like a bad movie, but it's not great.
You will watch the Bryan Singer movie, and you will think about all the gross, slimy things that brings to your mind.
Oh, Graham, you were mentioning earlier about Michael Caine coming out of retirement. What was the movie called?
It is not as interesting a story as that one Twitter post that I linked to you would have you believe. So Michael Caine's coming back out of retirement to star in The Last Witch Hunter 2 with Vin Diesel. But none of us had seen The Last Witch Hunter, and I'm sure if any of us had, we would have
heard of it.
Understood. He was in the first one. So he's not coming out of retirement to star in a Vin Diesel movie. He's coming out of retirement to get paid a shit ton of money to reprise a role from a shitty movie he did.
Right. I just thought it was funny that, first of all, they're making Last Witch Hunter 2. Second,
apparently it's
retired? It's coming out of retirement for that, huh?
Apparently it had a huge upheaval of views on streaming.
And that, like I said, I've never even heard of it.
I remember seeing the trailers for it, the commercials for it, but I was never actually.
Is it like one of those weird movies that they film over in the Czech Republic or something, so they don't have to spend any money? They can take $1 million and make a $3 million movie, essentially, like Dolph Lundgren does.
Maybe it came out in 2015.
Wow, is that old?
Like, how much more money does Michael Caine need at his age?
All of it.
Like, if you're, what is he, 93? Like, how much longer do you think you're going to go that you need that? I mean, he might have had fun on the other one.
I mean, I have to imagine they probably put enough zeros on that check for him to say, sure,
he's going to be able to spend it.
I'll shoot for a week.
I'm sure whatever next, he's not in the new Christopher Nolan Odyssey, is he?
I don't think so.
Dang, that thing made $147 million at the box office.
Oh, so it is apparently based on Vin Diesel's personal Dungeons and Dragons character.
Yeah, I just saw that. I'm looking at Wikipedia on it like, oh, that's hilarious.
Is there any other actors and actresses? Like
Elijah Wood's in it. No way. Anybody else? Kurt Angle.
Oh, Jesus.
Huh. I'm interested in seeing this.
Of all the movies, you're going to watch that now?
I mean, I have to admit,
sounds like some good cheese.
I'm also interested. It's bringing Michael Caine out of retirement.
I know. We should show up if that's actually going to play in a theater. Like, you know what this movie is? It's Michael Caine came out of retirement for it. Nobody cares.
Oh, it's on Netflix.
Fucking Graham's running through the fucking theater. He's back. Running to his seat. I'm excited for the new Knives Out movie though. Dead Man, whatever it's called. I don't
Wake Up,
remember the
Dead
title.
Man.
What's that?
Wake Up, Dead Man.
Yes. Scott, did you see any of those movies by Ryan Johnson? Knives Out or
What
Glass
do you
Onion?
think, Kyle?
What's that?
What do you think, Kyle?
Well, these ones are actually good. They're not Last Jedi.
Knives Out is a fantastic movie.
Yeah, I've heard it's
I-
great,
I-
but
I
again, haven't
agree.
seen it.
Glass Onion was not as good.
I might like that one better, but I'm not sure.
I thought it was fun, but
It
I
was
didn't-
funnier.
I didn't love it.
Hey, Scott, you should watch those, and you won't hate Ryan Johnson so much. Well, you don't need
Yeah,
to
I
hate
remember-
him, but
I remember the movie looked like it was going to be fun, and I heard it was a lot of fun, but then I saw his name was attached to it, and I was just out of pure spite. I said, nah.
Well, see, it's amazing that when he, from start to finish, can have control over the characters and the story, and doesn't have to bend to the whims of someone who doesn't know what they're doing. He can come up with good stories.
Okay.
Graham's telling it like it is.
But bam.
I
You would
stand
never
by
see these and think it's the same person because like I'm just like,
Well, they're
if you give
completely
me
different
10
movies,
years,
yeah.
maybe I could think of a mystery story like that, maybe. But I'm like, nah. Like all this Agatha Christie bullshit. Like I would never be able to do it.
I think that Daniel Craig just keeps bugging him to do more.
He's like, that was fun. Let's do it again.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, didn't he say as long as they're both involved, he'll do it for essentially forever?
I mean, as much as I didn't like Glass Onion as much, Daniel Craig is incredible in both of them.
Yeah, what's his name in it? Benoit Blanc.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, it's got a hell of a cast. Jeez.
Well, they all do at this point.
But yeah, that
Huh.
first one was.
I will have to check that out.
Must be fun to be the world's greatest detective. Yeah, I don't know if they're both on Netflix, but I know Glass Onion definitely is.
So is Glass Onion the sequel?
Yeah, I mean, you
Okay.
don't need to. They don't really connect outside of Daniel Craig's character, so I mean, you could just
Oh, okay.
watch Glass Onion and be fine.
I
So it's
wouldn't.
more of
I
a
wouldn't
shared
recommend
universe
it.
kind of thing.
I guess watch it in order, but either I don't know. Either way,
I just think Knives Out is.
Okay.
that's your homework, Scott.
Yep, which I will forget to do as usual. Or just say, nah. Oh, this is on Prime. Okay. I will look it up and see if I can get it.
I think that was one of Christopher Plummer's last movies too. Can't believe that dude was in The Sound of Music. Like, how old is that movie? Like 70 years old. I mean, he
Yeah.
only died halfway recently.
2021.
Fuck, neither of you have watched Peacemaker. We can't talk about that.
No, I mean I was just gonna ask you about that.
It's pretty solid so far.
I'll watch it. I've been probably looking at more than I should have.
Uh-oh.
I mean, there's been nothing that big in the last 3 episodes. I'm assuming you know about
Yeah.
Rick Flag Jr.
Yeah. Have you read any like theories that people have so far?
No, not really. That shit's not fun to me. Just seeing people's theories, and
Well, I mean, there's a.
I'm gonna watch the show when it comes out.
There's one.
inside source that tells me this. Who's your inside source?
There's
Me?
one pretty interesting thing that people noticed in the last episode that
What?
they've noticed that in every scene set in the like alternate universe, that
Yeah.
every single background extra is white, and that there has not been a single person of color in any scene taking place in that universe.
Who the fuck detected that?
I don't know. But it kind of shoots down my Earth too.
Is that why Peacemaker's dad is in the new universe, and he's not the White Dragon? Well, I don't know what his character's name is now, but like he doesn't seem to be a racist scumbag. Put it that way.
Well, yeah, because there's no one to be racist against.
Yeah, is that the whole theory there?
Yeah, everyone.
It's a white utopia.
Everyone thinks now that instead of my original theory was it was going to be Earth 3 and that everything was inverted, and instead of the Justice League we were going to get the Crime Syndicate. But now everyone thinks that it might be Earth X, which was the DC universe if the Nazis won World War II.
Man, I guess it makes sense.
I still think Earth 3 would be more fun.
I don't know, Scott. There, you need to watch that too.
I guess
Done
so.
it.
So just quit my job, start watching lots of TV. Gotcha.
I don't know. Pick your next day off and just watch season 1. It's only like 8 episodes.
Yeah, I do want to watch that. I'm still trying to work my way through the Netflix Marvel stuff.
What's like the next big movie that's coming out in theaters?
Ooh, good question.
I'm still waiting on. I know
Probably Tron.
Superman's on digital, but me being the,
Tron.
Tron Ares. That's all I keep seeing previews for.
I say we go and see that.
No.
I'm still waiting for
You just want to see the rockin' soundtrack or hear the
yeah.
rockin' soundtrack.
They released an ad starring Mr. Beast. They are getting none of my money. I mean, speaking of Steven, like the Running Man remake comes out in November, I think.
Oh yeah, Mark Hamill's in that too. That's not Mike Flanagan, is it?
No, that's Edgar Wright.
Dude, fucking Mark Hamill's cleaning up right now.
Is he?
I mean, after all those years of neglect. Well, he was just in the Stephen King one, Life of Chuck by Mike Flanagan. Even though it's a great movie, but like nobody went to see it.
Predator Badlands is also in November.
Oh, I need to watch Alien Earth too. I keep getting lots of conflicting things on that. All the people that want to hate everything hate it, and all the people that just want to watch a good show say it's good. So,
I've heard good things.
yeah, I've heard good things.
But I like.
don't want to get all these.
Noah Hawley.
I know the name.
Yeah, he's the showrunner. He did.
I don't want to get all these streaming services again. Like 3 months ago, where I had freaking everything, and doing the math, I'm like, I'm spending almost $100. That's just like I'm not watching any of this shit.
Yeah, he did the Fargo show and Legion for FX.
I don't know. I just don't watch that much TV, I guess. Graham, I was thinking the other day, so I know you haven't watched any of the Halloween movies, but like the newer trilogy. So you know how the original Halloween, it's that, and then it's Halloween 2018, then Halloween Kills, and then Halloween Ends. So it's essentially those 4 movies.
Yes.
I want you to watch those, not because I love Halloween. I fucking talk about it all the time, but I want you to watch it just to get to Halloween Ends and see if you agree with me and most people that it's like it pulls a Last Jedi or Rise of Skywalker, just what the fuck happened to this third movie. Scott, you haven't seen those either, right?
I mean,
No.
I know...
if we could all do it, I'm not gonna say we're gonna watch all 4 next Friday. We'll talk about it, but if we can spread it out a little bit.
I
Maybe
know
do that for our Halloween show.
I know what happens in it,
but it would still be fun to see the whole thing and then bring it up because it just pissed me off. Even though I still own it, I still bought it. I actually ordered it the other day because it was $15 in 4K. But
can I, as a bit, watch Halloween H2O instead?
You can add that to it.
Just, you guys talk about it for 10 minutes, and then I'll be like, when does Busta Rhymes show up?
Woo-ha, woo-ha.
First of all, that's Halloween Resurrection. That's the sequel to Halloween H2O.
Oh,
You're thinking of LL Cool J. He was in H2O.
Oh, which one is the... No, Busta Rhymes is the one who, karate kicks him in the face, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's where...
Okay, yes, I was thinking of
That's where Jamie Lee Curtis, Laurie Strode dies at the beginning, and Busta Rhymes puts all these webcams. When this is a new thing, doing webcams, he puts them all over the Myers house on Halloween. Gets a bunch of college students to come in and be contestants, if you will. And then, of course, during all this, Michael Myers shows up and kills everyone on camera.
I just like that scene of him, trying to do karate against Michael Myers.
Of course, Graham has to bring up the worst movie, the worst of the worst. All of them are great compared to that one movie.
Well, what conclusion did you draw from Halloween Ends?
Well, I can't talk about it unless you guys watch it, and at least if you know about it, Scott hasn't seen it. But I'm saying it's wildly disappointing, and it's kind of I don't know, it's like the Rise of Skywalker to me, or Last Jedi. They just were running with the ball and just fucking tanked it.
I mean, didn't they start that with the second one?
Yeah, so
wasn't
18 opens
Kills
up.
Also?
Yeah, they're all on the same night. It ends that night, and then Halloween Ends goes to it's 4 years later.
No, I'm saying wasn't Kills also hugely disappointing compared to 2018?
No.
No, I'm talking about just the internet reactions, my reaction, other people I've talked to about it. It was just it stunk. You'd have to see it. I don't know.
No, I know what you're talking about. I don't.
All right, spoiler alert, real quick, at least for Scott.
Think
Okay.
that
Halloween Ends. Michael Myers. I'm not going to say anything because if we do continue and do something with it, whatever. If we don't, fuck it. Michael Myers is in that movie for probably 10 to 12 minutes.
Are you kidding? Wow.
Don't quote me on that. You can look it up and he's in 20 minutes, but it's 10, 12 minutes. He's not even a main character.
Just an afterthought, huh?
Who are the directors of that?
David Gordon Green, and then Danny McBride co-wrote it.
I don't think that David Gordon Green is a very good director, just from everything I've seen. I think that he had they had a really good idea for Halloween 2018, and then they just don't know how to.
Well, that movie's not like spectacular. It's just he gets out of prison after 40 years, breaks out and goes after Jamie Lee Curtis. I mean, it's a good fucking movie, but I mean, it's not.
Like and again, like I haven't seen it, so sure I can try to watch it before we do a Halloween episode, but it seems to me like they were trying to do something different and say something interesting, and they just didn't know how.
For the third one,
Yeah.
That definitely.
Yeah, that they had an interesting idea and they did not know how to execute it.
If there's at any point that you just say it's a well-made movie, I'm gonna kill you. Though that's his go-to. I mean, it's not cheap. It's not.
Do you want to debate The Last Jedi again? Because I'll debate The Last Jedi again.
No, we fucking we covered that for years before this podcast existed. I don't know. You can debate it with Scott. He fucking light him up for once. That's it. He says it's a well-made movie. Yeah, it is. There's millions and millions of dollars behind it, and it's not
Right.
I mean,
It's a lot of money on the
It's not
screen.
ghetto. It's not.
It's the fourth worst Star Wars movie, so well, maybe third.
You shut the fuck about Revenge of the Sith.
No, it was whether or not I think The Phantom Menace is better than The Last Jedi.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
I think I'd rather watch Phantom. I haven't seen Last Jedi in so long though. At least Rise of Skywalker still in my brain from when we started the pod and we were gonna talk about that, and I was like, let's just not do it.
I would still rather watch The Last Jedi than ever watch Attack of the Clones again.
I don't know, so much shit came out of Attack of the Clones, Will.
But it's so
But everybody loves the fucking Clone Wars. It's like everyone's favorite thing came out of the alleged worst thing.
Oh my god, there's one scene of all the Jedis with their lightsabers doing nothing.
But they're swinging them around furiously at nothing, looking like they're trying to hit the other lights. It's like every lightsaber battle in those is just like, I think they're trying to hit each other's lightsabers instead of each other.
Well, no, I'm just, even story-wise, it adds nothing to the plot to have that scene in the movie. There are
still things that really piss me off, like the Battle of Geonosis that you're just talking about, and then it shows them wrapping up the Geonosians, have the Jedi. There's 10 left, and they're cleaning up and pushing everything, but there's no dead Jedis. There should be 100 on the ground,
right?
And 500 battle. It's just clean.
All right,
I know it's a children's movie. It's PG. They're not just gonna show dead bodies piled up. But
we can find our content here. I saw something the other day.
You're welcome.
People that were so mad at The Last Jedi and The Rise of Skywalker for destroying the Jedi legacy by having Luke Skywalker not be the heroic super Jedi that everyone wanted him to be. And it's is there a single Star Wars movie where the Jedi as an institution do anything useful?
Maybe they're just holding on to the books.
But why wouldn't he be disillusioned by this organization? Because he probably found out everything that happened in the prequels after Return of the Jedi happened. I'd be fucking disillusioned too. They didn't do a goddamn thing in any of those movies. There was no Jedi name to sully because George Lucas already did that because they didn't do shit in the prequels.
They sat around and looked at their navels a lot.
They had that one battle in episode 2 where they just sat there and swung light sticks around to look cool. But
at least we know about the behind the scenes shit with Grievous. Now that would have been cool.
I just think it's so ridiculous that they have this godly status for the Jedi in their minds, and you go back and you think about it, and the Jedi were awful, always, and not even from a oh, how did they not know that the Emperor was right there the whole time? But even there's this boy that might be prophesized to bring balance to the Force and save the universe, and they proceed to treat that kid like garbage.
Yep.
After
they kidnap him, or buy him out of his slavery or whatever.
it baffles me. Even if you don't want to make him a Jedi Master or whatever. They
Everything's like,
seemed,
shut up, Anakin, shut up,
yeah.
Anakin. We don't want to hear you. Oh, you're going through trauma. We don't care. Shut up. It's just like,
I think Anakin's like, by the way, so I've been at the Jedi Temple for a couple of years. I'm doing all right. Real quick, can I go like buy my mom out of slavery and I'll be right
No.
back? No, fuck you.
And literally, I don't blame him for the, Palpatine comes up to him one time and is like, oh man, those guys suck, right? He probably started sobbing and was like, oh my god, they're so bad, please get me out of here.
By the way, I can bring people back from the dead. Side note, what? Well, I keep having nightmares about my wife dying, so.
Well, a Jedi can't have wives or children.
Can't have those wives. Yeah.
Were those
I
dreams
think that.
implanted by like Palpatine? Was that like some retcon?
Probably.
Or...
I think that they kind of hinted at that. Yeah.
But it frustrates me to no end that the people just see the Jedi as this like infallible force for good in the universe, and you watch everything and it's like the Jedi kind of suck.
And why do they all dress like moisture farmers on Tatooine?
That's your take. Well, it wasn't like everyone in Mos Eisley. Like, yeah, essentially they're all dressed like Jedi.
They just dress like everybody who walks around Mos Eisley. Apparently, everybody in Mos Eisley thinks they're a Jedi. And they've gone over lots and lots of things. It's like, well, they're just having humble lifestyle, so they just wear the robes. It's like, why the hell is Obi-Wan
Well, it's a
hiding
real
out?
humble lifestyle, living in that freaking gargantuan temple in the top of the planet.
And if Obi-Wan was hiding out, why didn't he change his name at all? And why is he still dressed like a Jedi? Apparently,
Because he's
dresses
just
like
now old Ben Kenobi, not Obi-Wan.
Didn't even change his last name. Nope. And still dresses like apparently Jedi Knight's dress. Like, okay, that's a great disguise there, Obi-Wan.
But still had that earlier battle with Darth Vader in Obi-Wan Kenobi season 1 that doesn't ruin any canon or anything.
Well, when people that don't know the brand or don't like the brand take over the brand, that's what happens.
No, I don't think that that's true either. I think that they're getting people that are too ingrained in the brand, because if you look at the best thing to come out of Star Wars since Disney bought it, it was Andor, and the creator of Andor is not a Star Wars fan.
I was gonna say Rogue One, but I haven't watched Andor. But that's essentially almost the same, right?
I mean,
Rogue One and then
Andor's a lot more adult.
But
the new Starfighter movie, right, is basically gonna be Andor-ish, right? I think they finally realized, like, if we're gonna make money, it's gotta be on these lines.
I think they realize that if they're gonna make money, they need to make good things.
That's crazy talk, Graham.
Get out of here! Did you ever even finish the Acolyte? I think I got like 3 episodes in.
Yeah.
And no, I didn't stop because there were women in there and that shit. It just didn't. I just want to clear that up real quick.
There's women in my Star Wars. I can't.
One of the most frustrating things I've ever watched. Because every idea that show had was super interesting, and it was all executed terribly.
I guess we can have some hope for Ahsoka season 2. When is that out?
Probably next year.
Are they even filming that currently?
Those lightsaber fights still kind of bug me. Say what you will about the prequels, but at least have the fights be on that speed level.
You know what? Who had great lightsaber fights was regrettably
Rise of Skywalker.
Was regrettably the Acolyte.
Yeah, I agree. That's some of the scenes I did watch, and that was pretty badass. But no, didn't all like the main Jedi characters get murdered in that?
Most of them, yeah.
Pretty much.
If that show had exploded and was like the biggest fucking show, like what were they gonna do with everyone like dead? Like,
so the main character were the twin girls both survived, and at the end of the season, so it started off with like one of them being bad and one of them being good. And by the end of the season, they kind of like switched places. So the one who started out bad ended up with the Jedi, and the one who started out good ended up with the Sith character. And I think season 2 was going to delve more into how they were created, because they were also created with the Force.
Yeah, wasn't Plagueis like shown like a little cameo at the end?
So it was probably going to delve into how he figured out how to create life to tie it back into the original trilogy, because everything has to tie back into the original trilogy. But yeah, it was. I enjoyed it, but it was like frustrating because all the characters acted like idiots. Like the writing wasn't good, but the fight scenes were really good, and all the ideas were great.
Maybe someday I'll go back and rewatch it. I'm not sure.
You don't need to.
I definitely have to watch Andor though,
Yeah, definitely watch Andor.
because the first 2 episodes of season 1 are just like boring as shit, right? Nothing really happens. Because I had watched it as it came out. Like I'm pretty sure if I had just binged it, it would have been a different story.
Yeah,
It's definitely a slow burn.
It is slow. I haven't finished season 1. I think I got through like 6 episodes. It's tough.
Isn't Andor season 2 supposed to be like the hottest fucking thing? Like,
Yeah, it just won like 4 Emmys the other night, I think.
Oh, jeez.
I think it was funny that 2 of the like 4 biggest Emmy winners were Andor and Penguin.
We're back, baby.
yeah, I didn't watch Penguin either. I can't imagine wanting to see a whole series just.
I forgot that even came out. I need to
With
watch
no
that at
Batman.
some point.
I mean, it won like 8 Emmys.
Like, I don't see why they couldn't have Robert Pattinson in it for like one episode. Like, does it really cost that much?
He was probably busy.
Probably.
Doing what?
I don't know. Whatever
Waiting
the
the
fuck he
4
wants to
years
do.
for part 2?
He can do whatever the fuck he wants to do.
Right.
Probably
I have a
didn't. I mean,
I have
given
a feeling they both got paid probably around the same for that goddamn movie.
given the stories I heard going into the production of the first Batman, he probably didn't want to get in shape for like one scene.
We have a release date for the new Superman. Go figure.
yeah,
What is that one called? Like Man of Tomorrow?
Man,
or
tomorrow.
I think so. Yeah.
So it's already coming out, what, slightly less than 2 years?
Yeah, summer 27, I think.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it got pushed back, but like, when do you see any of this shit happen? I mean, Superman did well, but I don't think it did well enough that it was gonna like instantly get fast tracked.
I mean,
Like that's how they did in the 80s and the 90s.
when the head of the studio is the one making the movie.
Just need some Batman now.
I'm
Didn't David Corn Sweat make like $250,000 or something, and Nicholas Hoult Lex Luthor made like $3 million? It was like some huge, because nobody knows who he is. Fair enough, but it was like a huge discrepancy.
probably. I mean, that happens all the time.
I mean, if I could pull off playing Superman as my first movie, I'd do it for $1 just to get in there.
I mean, I guarantee Man of Tomorrow they're going to get paid
Oh, yeah.
comparable to each other.
Hopefully he's got some kind of incentives in it in his contract, but who knows? He
Oh,
probably signed on for multiple pictures too, assuming that was going to be a success.
I am so ready for a new Batman. Like, I love the Batman, and Robert Pattinson's a fine Batman. I don't get the people that want him to join.
That would make no sense.
the main
That
universe.
like that dark character, and then freaking that Superman.
I don't want that. I want a comic book Batman.
If only Ben Affleck had been like younger now, and then like none of that had happened, but it was cast now, that'd be fucking awesome.
Be fine, yeah.
I still will say I think Graham agrees, but I still think he's like the finest like Batman.
I love Batfleck. I thought he was great in that.
I think he
As long
was.
as you don't watch the Flash movie, because just like seeing that as his exit, and it's just like no.
Oh, really?
I mean, with
he's in it for like 5 minutes.
Oh, really?
with everything in the DCEU, like there's a lot of wasted potential.
Oh, yeah.
At least
But I
Jason
don't-
Momoa got to walk away and be like, "I'm Lobo now."
Well, he's the
Be
only
happier
one
with
that
that.
like he's the only one that wanted to keep doing it, that like was actually successful in the role and people enjoyed in the role.
Can they keep what's his name, J.K. Simmons, and still have him be Commissioner Gordon? It's not like he's like stuck in your brain now. Like, I'm going to be funny, especially since he's J.J. Jameson after he owned like 2 different universes, and just be like, because didn't he get like jacked for that? And everyone's like, what the fuck?
No. So he got
That
jacked.
fake news.
He got jacked for that stupid The Rock Christmas movie that he did,
Okay.
and he just
Why that
filmed-
project?
It was part of the plot or something. I don't know. I saw a trailer and he was working out as Santa in the trailer, so I don't know. But he filmed Justice League first, but was training for that movie.
So was he that jacked under the Commissioner Gordon suit and tie?
Yeah.
Must have been, yeah.
Batman's like, all right, I'm gonna need some help, but he just takes his fucking shirt off, like, Jesus Christ.
Maybe they promised him he could be Batman for a bit.
Yeah.
Can I just put on the suit? Come on.
No, give him his suit from the comics.
Oh, that was...
It's one of my favorite bat
Spirit of
suits.
Batman.
Did you end up ever watching, either of you, Creature Commandos?
No, I'll probably watch that too.
Still on the
Once
list?
I didn't have HBO when it came out.
The first official appearance of Batman in the new universe.
Oh, is it?
Yep. You see him like silhouetted in Skylight.
Nice.
Oh, I've seen the pictures.
Yeah, because they're saying that that's like canon or whatever as part of the new James Gunn universe.
I mean,
right?
it might as well just be the old animated Batman from the 90s. I mean, it's just a freaking cartoon Batman that, like, lightning behind it.
But he exists. Batman exists here.
How are they going to explain how Batman is old enough to have Damian, but Superman's only been Superman for 3 years?
Just don't think about it.
If he was in the League of Shadows at like 18, I guess it's okay. And he bangs Talia al Ghul, and then Damian only has to be, what, 11, 12? 15?
Well, I mean, the Damian part isn't what I'm as concerned about, because I'm pretty sure that Damian was, like, genetically modified to age faster. But I don't know. I don't want a 3-year-old Batman having the Damian story.
I mean, Damian's super fucking annoying, not just in the comics, but like any of the animated movies, which he's in like 10 or 15 of those. But like,
I mean, he's an abrasive character, yeah. But
yeah, he's supposed to
like,
be.
if you have a Batman that's only been Batman, even if he had only been Batman for 2 years before Superman, are you telling me that in 5 years, he was Batman, then Dick Grayson became Robin, then Dick Grayson left and became Nightwing, and Jason Todd became Robin, and Jason Todd died, and then Tim Drake became Robin? Like, all that happens in a 5-year span? That seems like too much for me.
Yeah, it only took 80 years the first time around.
I would say, Scott, you're old. Do you remember when the whole Jason Todd, like, does he live or die? Do you
remember
what happened?
I remember seeing the Death in the Family comics at Walden Books back when they still carried comics. Shit, when Walden
back when there was a Walden Books.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, Walden. I was in there last week.
Because for some reason, the places in town where I got my comics, just like the drugstores and the newsstand, they rarely had DC comics. It was almost all Marvel. And so the only time I ever even saw Batman was if I went to next town over and went to like a Walden Books or something. And I remember one time I was there.
Batman town.
Yeah. So yeah, that's why I never had really many DCs when I first started collecting.
Did you vote with the toll-free number?
No, I didn't actually have the comic. I just saw it on the newsstands, but I was too broke to buy it.
I'm assuming you guys heard about, like, there was one dude in Hawaii that, like, called a shit ton of times that it actually affected it. Like,
yeah,
he wasn't gonna die, but this one guy, like, set it up. Like,
I entirely believe that.
It was, I think it was a pay line too. You had to pay 50 cents or 99 cents or something.
It was like some old school, like, war games, like freaking dial-up bullshit.
Yeah.
Call from Hawaii.
I definitely believe that someone would care enough about this fictional character to waste so much of their time and money.
Well, I don't think they got really that many votes to begin with.
If it was like, yeah, I think like the guy voted like 100 or something. It wasn't anything too ridiculous, I'm pretty sure.
That's still ridiculous.
Yeah, if that happened now, like the numbers.
Oh yeah, because it'd be online.
I'm pretty sure if I was old enough during that, which I wasn't, I was like, Mom, Dad, can I call this number to vote on if Robin lives or dies? My dad was like, let me see that. Yeah, no, that's gonna be $1.95. No.
Yeah, according to DC, there were only 10,614 votes total.
To say how many were to sway it in that Hawaiian guy's favor?
5,343 for, 5271 against. So he only won by like 72. I don't know. Trying to see. Oh, this is just a what if they actually lived. Shoot.
Yeah, because they did the comic recently with the what if he lived with the same art
like,
team.
Here's the original ending if would have been published had it happened. Which is funny. It's just the same book with like the last page is different. Like, okay.
He didn't blow up? What?
Oh man.
I want to do a movie where like Graham has one chance to go back in time and he saves Robin. It's like, I need to get to a payphone.
Why would I he's so much more
stupid. It doesn't matter.
He's so much more. I know it doesn't matter. That's why I think it's ridiculous that this person called this number 100 times.
Oh.
But I mean, if I'm going back in time for something stupid, I'm not going back in time for that.
Yeah, you want to see a concert or something.
I stand by my choices.
I like Jason Todd as Red Hood. It's just no one knows how to write him.
Have you guys watched the I own it somewhere, but the Under the Red Hood movie, but it's like the re-release where it's like a choose your own adventure.
Oh, that's cool.
And you choose whether he dies or not. I might have given you the disc, if not.
No, I definitely.
Remember I used to give you like the plain DVDs, so like if I'd get the Blu-ray.
I watched through it once on HBO.
Yeah, it's really not that
And
exciting.
I didn't like it. So I love the Under the Red Hood animated movie. It's one of my
Yeah.
favorites, and it was just like bad.
That's just that with added scenes.
Yeah, but the added scenes were not good. So I watched through it once, and I never cared to see any of the other options.
Obviously, they've slowed down, but there was a time where I was buying every DC animated movie that would come out, whether it was just regular Blu-ray or even 4K. I don't know why.
I did that for a
Isn't
while.
isn't the Aztec Batman about to come out? The Elseworlds?
Yeah, I don't think it's out yet, but
Like, why?
why not? Let people tell stories.
I'm still a fan of what was the Suicide Squad one where Amanda Waller's dying of cancer and she knows she's going to hell, so she has to get that
Hell to
hell
Pay?
to pay, right? Yeah. She has to get that artifact that guarantees you go to heaven or whatever if you die. And then like Bronze Tiger gets it. Are they even keeping who's the actress that plays Amanda Waller? Is it Viola Davis?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, they're
like-
still.
I would say she's going along in the new like series, right?
Yeah, I think they're still working on her spin-off series, but I don't.
Well, I mean, she obviously still gets mentioned, and her daughter's in Peacemaker, but she hasn't popped up in that. But I'm just gonna assume
she has to
her
be in jail, right?
after.
Well, at the end of
They knock
Peacemaker
her
season
out or
1?
whatever, but I'm pretty sure they just get demoted and get in trouble, right? Isn't in Peacemaker why Task Force X is on that butterfly assignment because they've been demoted or they're getting punished?
Well, no, but
I don't know.
at the end of Peacemaker, doesn't the daughter like release all of her secret documents and stuff?
She might.
Yeah, so I imagine that she's probably in jail
I'm sure that will last for a while.
up until Waller
I
season
mean,
1.
I'm not gonna be surprised if she pops up in this season then.
Well, she's probably not popping up in that alternate universe.
All right, keep it pointless.
Keep it pointless.
Keep it pointless.